to start off with the feet as promised. I might again come closer to the camera, but I don't need to see your feet necessarily. You don't need to see mine. Just listen and wiggle those toes. So have the feet hip distance apart, lift all 10 toes, spread them. Nothing that we haven't done before. I can see a few of you have already been spiky balling, so your feet might feel a little bit alive already. And then we're going to just work the big toes. So I want you to keep your other toes on the floor and just lift the big toes. Now you might have to do it one by one. So you might have to do the left and then the right, yeah, or vice versa, just to get them going. I think it is best to look at your toes because otherwise they won't do what you say. They still might ignore you. Okay, good. Now try it the other way. So big toes down, lift the others. Big toes down, lift the others. That's it. Kate, you can't hold them down, that's cheating. Okay, and then from there, lateral thinking though, I love it. Good. Okay, so from there, we're just going to roll the feet inwards and outwards. Just roll through. So again, I'm preaching to the converted here. I know I've said this to you thousands of times, but you know, our feet are very used to going forwards and backwards, up and down, but they're not used to going rolling in and out. In fact, they usually just roll one way. Yeah, and they're supported by our shoes. So this is really good work for the ankles and just to wake up some of the bones and muscles that might get ignored in your daily life. Okay, then from there, I'll turn to the side. You're going to just lift one heel. So you lift the heel. That's it. And it's almost like you've got chewing gum on your heel until you're really trying to peel it away from the floor. And then you're going to press it down and reach the heel behind you as well. And try and get that sense of length through the whole back of the body. And again, lift the heel, push it down and back, and try and grow a bit taller now as you feel that connection with the floor. So you can almost imagine that you're pressing it into some soft sand or mud, might be more appropriate at the moment. Good. And then we're going to make that a little bit bigger. So we're going to peel the heel off and then go all the way over so the toes bend backwards. Now you don't need to put a lot of pressure on your toes here. I know this can be quite painful for some people. So just practice twice more. Lift the heel. And you're always pulling yourself up out your pelvis so you're not kind of sinking into the other hip. Turn the toes over. That's it. And then press back and down. Last one. So try to get in contact with the full foot, but also the rest of your leg as you're doing these movements. Good. And then the other side. So we lift up, press back and down. So now it's like when we do the stuff with the band and things like that, where we've kind of stretched out one leg. So you might feel a little bit more taller on one side or a bit more space in the joints. So see if you can now find that same feeling as you roll over. And it's like you're pressing your foot forwards and down. So you lift the heel, you reach up and over the toes, bring them back, nice and down. Last one, lift. It's good little practice for getting onto one leg, this actually, so you never actually leave the floor. Good work. And then we'll lift both heels up and down, up and down. Really nice. And up. So again, what we may do is kind of roll out. So we're going to try and really press through all 10 toes. Last one now. Yay, great. Lovely. If you want to give your feet a little shake off, go for it. So this is where I'm coming down a little bit closer to you, but you're going to stay standing. So from here, I want us to just roll the shoulders in a nice circle. So it doesn't have to be big and clunky, just make it nice and small, smooth. That's it. And then the other way. So this is what you're going to come back to after each little exercise. Yeah, if it starts to kind of pull or feel achy up here, just come back to this. Okay. Then from here, we're going to reach the arms wide. So float your arms up and reach to either side of the room. So think about not only that middle finger reaching, but your little fingers reaching and the thumbs. Try to imagine your shoulders getting wide and now let them relax down your back. Good. From here, you're going to do 5 little circles forwards. So we go forwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Flip the palms over and then do it again. 5 circles forwards and 5 circles back. Brilliant. And we're going to do a little stretch from here. So keep the palms facing up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to take your fingers down towards the floor. So just do one palm at a time. So it's like the Spider-Man thing where we go like this and lift. Yeah, good. So relax those shoulders a bit more, Carolyn. See if we can, if you want to just let your arms go a little bit lower. If you feel really tight around there, you can. Good. That's it. Lovely. Last couple. Nice. And then relax. Let the arms come down, back to those circles. Good. Then you're going to straighten your arms out and reach your fingertips down towards either side of your mat. So you think about how long your mat is. That's the kind of width you want through your arms. Now from here, you're going to really reach down and start to reach the crown of the head up. Bring the chin back a little bit and start to think about your neck being long and wide. Just imagine breathing into that area. Take a big inhale and exhale. See if you can relax those shoulders any more. Good. Then from there, you're going to lift your left ear. So you're going to reach the back of your ear up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, you're going to reach your left arm further down towards the ground. So we get a bigger stretch up the side of the neck. And then lift. And then go the other side. So reach the ear up. And then reach that arm down. Good work. And then back up. So now I just want you to keep reaching with those fingertips. A little shake of the head. Little no, no, no. Good. And a little yes, yes, yes. Good. So it's very, very gentle and small. We're then going to take that into this little stretch here. So again, you lift your left ear. Reach the left arm down. Find that stretch. It can be really mighty up here, depending on how much tension we're holding. Just be, soft with yourself. And then from there, a little shake. No, no, no. Good. And a little yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's a very interesting one for me. And then back up to the middle. Okay. Again, yeah, come out of it anytime. Have a little roll through. Reach up with the ear first. And then reach down with a hand. Again, no, no, no. And yes, yes, yes. Fabulous. And bring it back up to center. Relax the arms. Again, you can circle. Good. So, if this kind of bothers you to even lift your arms, you need to release tension here. There's no, give yourself a little massage around there. Those traps are real sort of storers of stress. Okay, so here's a little funny one for you. Want to get your mind going. So you're now going to take one shoulder back. Yeah. And then when you've got that going, you're going to take the other shoulder forwards. So one goes back, one goes forwards. That's it. Now, I've discovered I can't do this if I start looking at other people. So it's probably best that you don't look at me when you're doing it. You just got to think one's going back. Now, we're not doing this. This is like a dance. Yeah. So see what you could do. I think going back with one shoulder first and then adding on the forward is the best way I've found, but you might find something different. Good. And then let's swap them. So take the one shoulder back. That's it. And take the other shoulder forwards. And it's basically to get this bit going, yes, to get your rib cage moving. And it's kind of one of those things that sort of the less you think about it and the more you do it, it will come. Yeah, your body quite naturally does this when you're walking. Obviously not this exaggerated. Good work. Some people are having a laugh, so that's good. Okay, well done. So now we're going to make those arms move your spine. So you're going to take your arms back out to the side, thumbs facing up. Okay. From here, we reach through those arms so the shoulders are wide. You're going to start to turn your palms down towards the floor, and then you can continue turning them so the palms turn behind you. So the thumbs are going down and the little fingers are up. Then you're going to continue to twist. Now, there's going to be a stopping point because what will happen is that your head will want to go forward like this. All right, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to drop the head and we're going to do a little mini roll down just for the top half of the spine. Then we're going to start to twist the arms forwards again. So the palms face forwards and we come back up to neutral. Then you're going to turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Thumbs come down towards the ground. And again, those shoulders are going to now lift the chest and you're going to look up towards the ceiling. So we go again, turn the hands back. So this is your starting point, palms forward. Turn the palms down towards the floor. Thumbs go down, reach them behind you. When they can turn no more, drop your head. Enjoy that little flexion. So this is even okay for you, Kate. So we're only doing the top half. Good. And then from there, unturn or untwist, I should say. So you're back to parallel. Take the palms back. Open out that chest. Look up. Drop your tailbone. Yes, the lower back doesn't take all of this. Do it one more time. Turn. And we go forwards. So it's like the chest is caving in so you can really stretch out your back. That's lovely, David. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. And then again, open up. Really nice. Super. Yeah. Well done. Okay, and then rest. Bring your arms down for a sec. And again, just give your shoulders a little roll. Okay, we've got one more to do. So I'm going to stand for this so you can see it a bit better. We're going to do like a standing dart. Okay, so the arms are by your sides. Your fingertips are reaching down towards the floor. Get some weight in your heels, because you're going to be coming forwards. So from here, you're going to reach your palms back. So you're going to take the arms back. And again, if we keep on lifting them without moving our spine, the head comes back and the shoulders roll up to our ears. What we want is to create length. So we reach back and it's like we're diving into a pool. So we're going to reach the head forwards. Kate, you could bend your knees here and go into more of a hip hinge. For the rest of us, we're going to go into our roll down. So drop the head, reach, reach, reach up with the arms. Inhale. Exhale, push through those feet just like you'd normally do with your roll down. Roll yourself up, stack the spine, stack the head. When you're back to standing, look straight ahead, lift the arms up. Now I want them to go in a wide V, so you're reaching up towards the ceiling now, and now look up. And again, drop that tailbone. So when you lift, you're lifting your chest, not just going into your lower back. You can reach up and behind as wide as you want, and then bring the arms all the way back down to your sides. Standing tall, inhale, take the arms behind you, reach back as your head reaches forwards. Good. So this is so good because it keeps our collarbone wide, so it's actually better for our posture. Good, and then take yourself all the way up. Make sure we're breathing throughout. Take the arms up, up, up. Reach wide. Drop that tailbone. Think about your sacrum hanging down. Good. And then bring yourself all the way back to the center. Lovely, well done. You should definitely feel alive after that. We'll stretch you out in many different ways through those shoulders. So now let's come down to the ground. If you have a band, there is an option to use the band in a wee while. Okay, so I know some of you have now, gone so professional, you have a box for your Pilates stuff. So you're going to lie on your back first of all. Sorry, you're over here, aren't you, the camera? Let me just check I'm okay with the camera. Ruth, you'll need to lower yours, and maybe she'll need to lower yours, and so will you, Anne. Alison, yours needs to be a tiny bit lower as well, if possible, or I don't know if you're usually further back in your room. If you lie back down again, I'll tell you if I can see you okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Beautiful. All right. So let's just relax now and just have the arms by the sides. So from here, we are going to just try to feel ourselves on the mat. So can we take a few breaths? And as you breathe in, try to feel the lungs and the rib cage fill up the mat behind you. As you exhale, try to relax into the bones. Try and feel the bones get a bit heavier. As you inhale, again, try to feel that you are breathing wide into those ribs and lungs. And exhale fully before you take the next breath. Maybe on the next inhale, you can start to think about breathing all the way down the spine into the pelvis. Imagine your pelvis as this lovely bowl that you're filling up with air, all the way down to that tailbone. And then fully exhale and just see again which parts of your body will relax a bit more with that next exhale. Lovely. From here, you are going to just open the knees out and away from one another. So we're going to just extend and open the knees, and then we bring them back in. So you're just rolling onto the outsides of your feet with the inhale and the exhale coming back in. This kind of gets rid of any last bits of tension that you may have around the pelvis. It's a really good way to relax the pelvic floor muscles as well. And, in order to make them stronger, they need to know how to relax and lengthen. Good. Then from here, we're going to stretch those legs along the mat. Make sure I've got the camera, that's it. And then from here, I'd like you to keep on pushing through the mat with the back of your legs. So your toes could be pointed here, if that makes you feel you get a bit more connection through the back of the leg. So just see what touches at the moment, excuse me, what touches in terms of your calves or your thighs or a bit of your bottom. Okay. When you've got that feeling through the back of your legs, gently tilt your pelvis back and forth. Now it won't move as kind of as big or as smoothly as it might with your legs bent. It's a bit of a different experience. Yeah, but there's no reason why you can't find neutral in this shape. That's it, good. Okay, then from here, we're going to find neutral. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, I don't want you to move, but I want you to just feel when the abdominals start to gather, take effect, activate. So blow out the breath through your mouth. When you start to feel a slight pull through the abdominals, that is the point where I want you to start to lift your head and let the abdominals pull you up into your chest lift. Okay, so I think a lot of the time we might start the exhale as we move, but really we want to be exhaling the last bit to get those muscles going. So we just wanted to try that today a few more times. So we inhale at the bottom. We exhale, we start to blow the breath out. When we're nearly at the end of that breath, then we let the abdominals lift the head and chest. It should ideally make your head and neck feel a lot lighter. Inhale, roll back down. So it's quite a new thing where we're trying to delay the head lifting until we feel those abdominals connect. Good. Just try a couple more. So it may be the feeling that you feel your ribs just sink down a little bit. You might feel your belly button do a little twitch. Yeah, you might just feel these upper muscles of the belly kind of flicker. Yeah, it can be all kinds of feelings, just that connection. Good. Excellent. Make this your last one. Good. Really nice. Okay. So now we're going to do the 100 with the legs down. So we're still going to press down through those legs. I'd like you to start to flex the feet a little bit. They don't have to be totally flexed, like toes lifted, but I think it's better to push down through the heels. From here, again, lift those arms. Inhale. As you exhale, blow the breath out the mouth. When you feel those abs connect, lift the head. Good. Reach the arms really nice and wide. Inhale, start to pump. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Each time you exhale, think about really what your stomach's doing. So those abdominal muscles are either flattening, or you might feel those ribs go deeper or closer towards the hips. And think about where you're pumping your arms from. So you're really reaching through those fingertips, so you've got nice straight arms and wrists, but you're pumping right from the back and the shoulders. Really good work. Keep on going and let the abs lift your head. Good work. Let's just do 2 more. Really nice. Last one. Good. And roll all the way down. Reach your arms overhead so you can have a nice big stretch through those abdominals. When you've got your legs down, the 100 should just be, or any kind of curl or chest lift, should be up here. It's these upper ab muscles that are being worked. Okay, so that's where the burn should be. Again, not the head or neck. Okay, so now we're going to make that a little more challenging in terms of using our arms and legs. So a bit of coordination now, guys, with dead bug. So again, there's always a lower level. Yeah, so if your body's not up for it today, you can just do this one where you're sliding your leg along the mat and your other arm reaches overhead. Yeah, that is level 1 of dead bug. So you're just aiming to keep the pelvis still and keep the ribs down, really fill the mat up with your mid back. Okay. Then from there, we can bring one leg up. That's it. Bring the other leg up. Nice. One leg down, other leg down. So just practice that a couple of times. Up, up, down, down. So now you should be able to feel that these lower abs are the ones doing the work. Yeah, your upper abs don't have to do much here. Yeah, because you're just lying down, your head and neck don't need the support from those abdominals. Good. Up, up, down, down. So this is another exercise that you could do, yeah, if it gets too much doing the arms and legs. All right, good. When your legs come up this next time, keep them up. Lovely. Make sure you can see your toes. So the legs are up a little bit higher. That's it. And now again, just fill that back up with air so you're connected to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Take both arms up towards the ceiling. You're doing those same toe taps that you've just been practicing, but this time the opposite arm reaches overhead too. And we come back. So we inhale, reach, and we exhale, come back to center. That's it. Once you've looked at me, look up towards the ceiling to save your neck. That's it. Lovely. Really nice. And take your legs a little further away from your pelvis. So your knees are kind of more, that's it, yeah. And you should work a bit harder there, providing you want to. Good. Excellent. Let's do 3 more each side. Dip down, reach away, and think about the exhale gathering you back. Lovely. Brilliant. And then hug the legs in. Nice and easy to give you a stretch through that lower back. You can roll from side to side. Brilliant work. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a little hip twist and then a shoulder bridge. So you can keep your cushions there for now. Take your arms wide for a moment and just feel those shoulders separate and let your chest bone sink down again in the middle. Your feet are together and you're going to start to roll the knees one way, keeping the knees stacked. Yeah, this is, of course, a very familiar exercise. But I want you to think about the top knee. So even when your legs roll to the right, the left knee still stays on top. And indeed, it tries to reach that little bit further, yeah, to keep it out itself on top. So you get that lovely stretch through the hip, but also down the side of the thigh. That's it, good. Now you'll feel the weight go into the shoulder as you roll over, and then you've got to kind of use your breath and gather the bones back into the middle to collect the legs each time. What would happen if we took those arms away? Yes, we'd have to balance a little bit more. So if you want, you can now lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders still feel wide, and then continue rolling one way and then rolling the other. And if the arms just stay up towards the ceiling, your gaze can go one way and the other if you wish. Yeah, that sometimes helps with the balance. Good, keep those legs together, zip them together. That's it. This is tough. Good. Really nice, but it really gets you working from your center rather than relying on the momentum of the exercise. Well done. If you would like a little bit more, then you can slide your feet in towards your bottom, lift your legs. Keep the arms up towards the ceiling and just try a couple each side. Bearing in mind, again, you want that upper back or bra strap area, mid-back area to stay heavy into the ground. You don't want those ribs popping or your heart lifting. Good. And then for these next couple, we'll enjoy ourselves by doing a counterbalance. So we'll take the arms one way in opposition and we'll feel, you can still roll over though if you go too far, but it should feel a lot more enjoyable. Good. I'm laughing at myself, by the way, because I fell over. Good. And even up and then bring your knees back in. Lovely. Well done, everybody. Good. Hug those legs in. Fab. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of leg work with the band. Grab your band, put it over one foot. We're just going to do a lift and lower. So we're going to be lying down with the elbows on the ground. One leg can be, the leg in the band can be straight. Your other leg can be bent or straight, yeah, depending on how flexible you feel. Looking towards your hips, level up. Yeah, so this leg in the band, your hips likely to be higher. Try and send it a little further away. Then from here, don't lock the knee out. Send your leg down and up. Down and up. Yvonne, I forgot to say you could use the magic circle because we're going to do some pulling in with the band too. So maybe get that. That's it. So it's lift and lower, and you're just enjoying the sense of assistance that you get from your band as you lift and lower. That's it, because you can go a little bit further with it. Good. And then we're going to do circles. So we're going to reach the other leg so it's out of the way. Keep that sense of heaviness through your mid-back, and then circle. I want 5 in one direction. Inhale and exhale. Really get the back of the thighs and the inner thighs working. Good. So you can always do this without your band, your circles, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Good. Again, making sure that the hips aren't dancing around. We've got to keep the pelvis nice and level. Make sure you're not just flinging the leg around. You're not just boshing out the circles. We're really controlling it. Lovely. Very nice, Sharon. Yeah, good. So from there, so this is the magic circle bit, Yvonne. You are going to then externally rotate your leg. So once you've done 5 circles in each direction, the leg in the band is going to externally rotate. So the knee is reaching out of the body. You're then going to pull the other leg into a bent position and then pull this leg in towards your pelvis. So we'll do it towards the camera as well so you can feel maybe it's a bit better this way. So I'm externally rotated, and then I'm going to pull it in so the knee is reaching towards my armpit. The foot is near my pubic bone, yeah? And then from there, I'm going to stretch the leg back out to parallel. So I pull it in, so it's a really deep hinge, yeah, at the hip, and then I push it out. Okay, once you've done it a couple of times, then for some of you, you might feel nice to straighten out the other leg. Okay, so you get this lovely big stretch across the front of the pelvis. Reach out, pull in. So I'm moving my hands up and down the band, yeah, so I can get a really good pull in. And then I've still got the assistance as I reach out. Yeah, it's that deep hip hinge that we wouldn't usually get. Lovely. Last one, pull in and out. Good. And then you probably want to pull it in one more time just so you can take the band off your foot and then reach that leg down on the mat and give your legs a little wiggle. Just feel how much more connected that leg might feel to the mat. Any more length in the leg, any more space, you might feel a bit skew whiff. That's all good. Better than squiffy, eh? Okay, so from there, bend both knees. Get the band over the other foot, which I know could be the ultimate challenge sometimes. Okay, so we're going to do lift and lower first. Lift and lower. So again, I like personally my leg to be bent as a supporting leg, because then I've got a better idea of what's going on in the pelvis. Yeah, so try it out, see if how this leg affects you in terms of the connection through the hamstrings on your stretching leg. How much more do you feel strong in your pelvis? Good. And then same thing, it's up to you. I prefer now my leg to be long, so it's out of the way, so I can really reach into this band as I go around in my circle. But again, it's not at the expense of kind of my whole torso rolling around. So your circle should only be as big as you could control it without the band, let's say. Yeah. So if you imagine, yes, you're getting your assistance from the band, but you're still reaching into it and really working all of those muscles around the buttock, yeah, right around your bum crease. 5 each way, guys. And maybe you'll notice as your leg goes over the body that, again, the heart starts to lift. You start to use the rest of your torso. Again, if that starts to happen, just make it a little bit smaller. Good. Lovely. Still pressing through that other leg. And then when you've done your 5, yeah, you're pulling in the leg. So your leg is in external rotation. Up here, you turn it out from the top of the thigh, from the knees pointing outwards. You pull the leg in. And then you push it away. Pull it in. Push it away. Stretch your other leg out. Pull it in. And push it away. You might be getting some really interesting stretches. You might be surprised how easy it is to get the leg close. Yeah, do hang out there if that's the case. Yeah, because that deep hinge has got lots and lots of value for your everyday life. Yeah, for sitting, standing. Good. Crouching in the garden. It's getting to that time, isn't it? Good. Last one. Pulling in. And reaching out. Well done. Feel free to do another one if you feel like it. Then undo yourself from the band and let the legs go nice and floppy and long, and hopefully you might not feel symmetrical, but you'll feel a little more balanced. Good work. Okay, so roll yourself onto your side, push yourself up to sitting, because we're going to do some all four stuff before we come onto our bellies this morning. So let's get into all fours. And I want you to just find that space where you've got an equal amount of weight through your feet, shins and hands. So maybe we just do a little rock back and forth so we can find that space. That's it. And I can have a look at you all. So Alison, bring your knees a lot further back so you've got much more gap between your, yeah, that's it. Good. Same with you, Sandra, today. Take your knees back a little further. That's the one. And then from there, we're going to think about coming to the center. Now from here, you want to think about your neck being long and wide. So lift that head a little bit. And then we're going to drop the rib cage. So think about your whole rib cage now, sinking down towards the floor. And your shoulders will kind of come together and then push the floor away to lift your rib cage up. Let the whole rib cage sink down and then push it up. You're not bending your arms. We're not doing a push up. We're just letting the thoracic, that mid back. So if you think about the bones, it's usually a lot easier. And again, it's like a little massage for those traps, yeah, the trapezius and all that gubbins between your neck and shoulders. It gets really quite tight. That's it, good. Lovely. Then come back to a shoulder neutral. Okay, so in the middle somewhere there. And then I want you to do a little cat and cow. So we're going to tuck the bum under, let the head drop, and then release the other way. So again, if you think about lifting your ribs up, tucking the bum under, let the head drop, and then let the rib cage sink down, and let your bottom and head lift up. Good. Twice more. Really nice. What do you need more? Do you need the cat stretch, or do you need that extension of the cow stretch? Lovely. Okay, so have a little rest, come off your wrists whilst you have a look at this next little move. So maybe you want to go into child's pose, or you can be on your knees and just keep on moving your wrists. Give them a shake out, give them a circle. You can be a flamenco dancer, do what you like. Okay, so have a look first before you start doing this. So all fours. I'm working towards the camera, so I'm going to use my left hand. I'm going to press into that left hand. The hand that you're pressing in is the same leg that you're going to reach behind you. Okay, that's going to float up. And then without anything else changing, that leg is going to go behind you and then find the floor. So I'm just coming off my mat. Okay. Then from there, I'm going to transfer the weight into the back hand, so my right hand, so I can lift my arm up and reach. Then from there, I'm going to reach that arm forwards, 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 to bring it back to the start position and roll back to all fours. Easy peasy. Okay, so we've done things like this before. It is a balance, just take it slowly. You don't have to go all the way up the first time. So the hand that's closest to your camera, so you can continue to watch me, yes, and you'll open up towards me. So push through the hand. The same leg is going to reach behind you. Float it up. Good. And then take it over the other leg. Find the floor just behind your other leg. So the foot's touching. Good. Then transfer the weight onto the back hand so you can lift the front hand and open up the front of the chest. Lovely. Reach, reach, reach. You want that leg straight behind you, Alison. And then from there, reach your arm forwards, overhead. So you get a lovely big stretch. Bring yourself back all the way to all fours. Yeah, so it's kind of this bit. It's this bit that reaches the whole body back around. Try it again, same side. Push through the hand first. Stretch the leg out behind you. Let it float up. Reach it across the body, just goes behind the other foot. And then reach your arm up towards the ceiling, opening out your chest. Reach up to the ceiling, reach down into the mat. Then take the arm overhead, all the way back down to the mat. Roll the body back to all fours. Well done. Should we try the other side? Okay, I'm going to turn around so I'm still looking at you. You can do the same if you wish. Push into the hand, reach the leg back, float it up. Take it across the body and find the floor behind you. Lovely. Pick up the arm, so you're transferring the weight onto the back arm now, so you can open out your body. Reach, that's it, and then reach forwards and roll all the way back into all fours. That's it. Yes, good. One more time that side, please. Press down through the hand, leg comes up. Take it across the body, find the floor. Good. Change the weight, that's it, lovely. Reach up to the ceiling, reach over the head, lovely stretch, out and around, back to center, lovely, and rest back into child's pose. Bravo! Brilliant. Oh, okay. We'll have a little rest now on our bellies, shall we? Good work, everyone. So now we're going to take our bands, come back up. We're going to just put them on our waist on the back. I really need to invest in some brighter bands. Anyway, we'll be together soon, I'm sure. Okay, so you're just wearing it as a little belt and it's just behind you. And then you're going to lie down on your belly. You don't need to tie it or anything. You don't need to tie it, Olivia. Just kind of wear it like a sash. Just like a sash. Okay, great. That's it. Okay, so you are going to lie down, have your hands by your sides, your arms are straight, palms facing up. So you're in your dart position. Turn your head so you're looking at me. And let's just relax, recover from that little expedition we had on our sides. Okay, that's it. So your arms are straight down by your sides. Good. Then from here, just close your eyes for a second. Just let yourself be heavy into the floor. What needs to relax? What are you holding on to? Maybe now if you think about breathing again into your back, nice and wide, filling up the lungs. And then if you could maybe take your attention to your collarbone. And maybe you've got to do a little smile on your face. So you can just start to imagine a smile on your collarbone. So it starts to widen and brighten. Then from there, you're just going to softly start to engage your legs, pressing them down into the floor. Press the pelvis and the pubic bone, particularly into the floor. Make sure the hips and the belly feel light. Then from there, you're going to lift your shoulders, lift the arms, just about to hip height. Then from there, we're going to hover the head. You look down towards the floor. You reach those arms that little bit higher, so your chest will start to reach forwards. And then you're going to relax everything down, turn the head the other way. So we start by lifting the shoulders, the arms, the head starts to hover. We reach the crown of the head forwards and the chest, bring ourselves into our dart. And then we bring ourselves all the way down. Good. So remember, these are the posture fixers. These are getting rid of rounded shoulders and making your upper back strong. If your lower back is taking this, do less. Yeah, less is more. That's it. Maybe you don't have to come as high on the next one. You just need to think about reaching forwards. Good work. Try to think about less rib action as well. Don't just push the ribs in. About being light through the ribs and belly. And then send that chest forwards. Great. Okay. So if you'd like, now we can add the little tension through the band. So you can grab hold of your band and just reach down. So your space between your hands is just the size of your thighs. Okay, that's it. And from here, same thing. The shoulders lift, the arms lift, the head hovers. But now you're going to reach those hands towards the feet, and then you're going to try and pull the band apart. And then bring yourself down. Again, shoulders, arms, head hovers. Reach your arms up a little bit higher and pull the band apart. That's it. Good work. Lovely, Sandra. Really nice. Good. Kate, don't have as much space between your hands, so have them narrower on the band, so you've got more resistance. Now, if you feel good up there, can you stay there this time? Stay in your extension and then do some little pulses up with the band and your hands. That's it. So we reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax. Come down. We'll do it one more time. Check in on the pelvis. Check on those hips and ribs being light. Lift the shoulders. Lift the arms. Hover the head. Pull the band apart, wide shoulders and little pulses. Keep breathing. Nice work. Lovely necks. Great. and relax all the way down. Super. Bend your knees. Windscreen wiper, left to right, right to left. Beautiful. Okay. Whip that band off, put it to the side, hands underneath the shoulders, push yourself back into a nice juicy child's pose. Brilliant. All right. So we're going to come up to standing now. You can come up to standing with a lunge for a bit of a change, or you can roll up. Okay. So I'll meet you in standing. Now, excuse me, little sniffle there. Yeah, probably best that you see more of my feet than my head. So I'll leave the camera like that. Make sure you've kind of got a nice little space here. So your mat might get in the way, to be honest. So you can always chuck it to one side. If you have a sore knee, yeah, or you are feeling a bit wobbly, you might want to do this near a wall. I always have the wall behind me, as this is my space where I teach, so I can always grab hold of that. So be near something. You're going to stand out of one leg. So I want you to choose one leg and then kind of lift yourself up and out of it. This is the bend and stretch leg, okay? So you're going to take your other leg, it's never going to leave the floor. You're going to slide your foot forwards as you bend this other knee. That's it. So it can be big or small, whatever's going to suit you. And then as you stretch that leg, you bring the other one in to meet it. Then you're going to go out to the side. Bend, slide, stretch, pull it in. So it's like the inner thighs are drawing in. And then you're going to go to the back, reach. This is that on the balance video that I sent you on your newsletter. Good, and bring it back in, okay? Let's try that again. So we go forwards, bend, stretch, bring it in. To the side, bend the standing leg, stretch, bring it in. Behind, reach. That's it, and bring it back. Wonderful. Now we're going to do a circle. So same thing, forwards, bend, keep it bent, reach it all the way behind you. So a semicircle, I suppose, and then slide it in as you stretch out the leg. Again, bend, slide around. Well done. Keep it behind you now. Now you've got options. You can lift your arms to keep that chest up. That's it. And use that as your challenge. Or you can come with me now and bend that back leg. Reach your opposite arm towards the floor. Reach, 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 reach. It's called the bowler squat. You have to bend at your knee and your hip. Pick yourself up. Try it again. Okay, so reach the leg back. Bend this knee. Otherwise, you do it all through the spine. Get down. That's it. Good work. And then come up. Woo! And then give it a little stamp out. Well done. So hopefully it's this little bit that you need to tap out. Yep. Maybe the quads as well. Should we try it on the other side? Yay! Okay. So bend the knee, stand out of the hip and then bend forwards. Stretch, bring it back. Bend to the side. Stretch, bring it back. Out to the back. That's it. Which one's your favourite? Yeah, which one are you like? Oh, I don't particularly like the forward one. Yeah, side one, I'm like, yeah, I could do this. Back, not so sure. Okay, good. It's demanding a lot from your core, from all these muscles around your bottom. Okay, circle now. Bend that knee, reach forwards. Slide the leg along the floor in a little semicircle all the way to the back. Then stretch your leg, bring yourself up. Good. Again, forwards. reach around. Good. Keep it behind you. So you can hold this space. I know it's tough on the leg. So again, keep the weight in the heel. Reach your arms up. Just hold this if you like. Or reach forwards now. Opposite arm reaches down. Both legs are bent. You have to find the floor or near the floor. And then stand back up. Good work. Fun, isn't it? And then again, reach. Well done. Good. And back up. Ooh, well done, everybody. And then just stamp it out. Good. Really nice. Like all things, it's just practice. Okay. So have your feet hip distance apart now. Stand up really nice and tall. Lift the arms. And then from here, we're going to do a nice deep squat. So we're going to bend the knees as the arms come down. Just think about sending your bum back and lift. You can always be a bit wider with the legs if your knees roll in. And again, lovely. Last one. Down, up, fabulous. And then take your arms back down to your sides. Give those shoulders a little roll, forwards and backwards. And well done today. Super work. Really good. Well done, everybody. Do you have more practices at that balance stuff?